not giving up, which a lot of us obviously are not. It's not even in our vocabulary at this point. And some tips for new investors. Basically, want to go into how to salvage your portfolio. I've had some really good talks on the phone with quite a few patrons, and there's a lot of people that hold a lot of coins, and they say, hey, you know what, Chris, I don't want to sell these coins. What does it matter? I'm already down X amount of dollars, and right now, what would I get from selling these coins? Here's the key. You've got to get rid of the dud coins and move to the high probability winners. It's kind of like being in a horse race. You could have one of every horse, but you'd have such a small amount, it wouldn't really matter if you won. But really, you want to put your money in your top few cryptos. You want to make sure that you're betting on the horses or the coins to win the race with the most potential. That's going to get you to your goal faster. So if you're down and these coins are still in a downtrend, then it's just headed in the wrong direction. So it's really the last few days I've posted some coins. It's really important to kind of understand market structure. Find these coins that have kind of hit a bottom. A lot of people are asking, will the market ever recover and will it hit all-time highs again? And with some of these altcoins, they won't. They'll fail. 99% of these coins will fail. So you have to be able to identify that, there's no guarantees in this. Some people that are real strong with a holding mentality, you can't forget that holding would work. If these were stocks, Microsoft, Home Depot, Best Buy, Tesla, yeah, they're probably not going to fail. But in crypto, the market caps are so small, and most of these cryptos fail. You've got to be able to pivot. Definitely you want to be in the coins that perform well and have the most potential. There's not really any easy answers to how fast it's going to recover. Someone may have bought Bitcoin at 18,000 or Litecoin at $330 or Qtum at 100 or Neo at 180. So different people are holding these coins that were picked up at different price points. So there are so many specific things, and this is kind of why I don't think giving people trading, here, enter this trade. Here's a call. Here, enter this call. Here's a trade. You can to a point, but there's so many variables that go in it. Like how much money do you need to use to get where you're going? So you want to be able to develop a market strategy and really a personal plan. Your time is probably a limiting factor. Most people in the group work, and they're just limited on the amount of time that they have to look at this market. So there's so many different variables. I'm going to help you guys, really try to see it from all different perspectives. But the limiting factor of time, you need to basically make trades that fit into your schedule. So here's a chart. Let's say you started out with, just for easy math, $1,000. Let's say you're down 50%. Okay, so you're down to $500 on your 1,000. So you're going to need to make back 500 to basically break even. So you need 100% gain. Okay. Now let's say you lose 70%. So it's a 20% difference. Okay. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a 20% difference, but you're down 700, you have 300 left. Well, now all of a sudden, instead of a 100% increase, you need a 233% increase. Okay, so it's exponentially increasing as far as the gains you need to recover. You go down, you're down 85%, you need 566% gains, so almost 5.6x. So if you notice, this is only 15% difference from the 70% where you needed 233, which is less than half of the gains that you need. So again, these are exponentially increasing. You're down 90%, right? So you need to make that $900 back. You need a 900% increase to break even. Okay. Here's the kicker. Listen to this. The difference between 90% and 95%. Again, you're not putting any new money into the market. 5% difference. So 90%, you need a 900% gain. If you go down 5 more percent in losses, if you lose 95% of your money, all of a sudden you need 1900% gains, 19x. Like this is a huge exponential increase in the gains that you need to recover. Now, Is it possible to achieve 300 to 400% from the current levels? Yes. A lot of people will focus on the fact that Bitcoin's going to a very high amount. Bitcoin's pretty solid. Yeah, another coin can take over and run past Bitcoin as far as the top coin in crypto. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of advancements in technology for it to happen. But the problem again with these alts is like Bitcoin is about as close to a sure thing as you can get in crypto. If Bitcoin's failing, I really have a lot of doubts just about crypto failing as a whole. So which is basically next to nothing. So, but you just have to remember these alts. A lot of them are so small. They're pipe dreams. They're hopes and dreams. That's a problem with a lot of these cryptos. Even Ethereum's is rather big, but they got to a point and they're trying to invent something that has never been done before. That's not an easy process. So now they're actually looking to add some hardware to help them scale. And again, they've got to get over that hump. Otherwise, these other platforms, Tron, Neo, EOS, etc., or ADA, if ADA comes out with a mainnet soon, possibly could outdo Ethereum. So you just have to remember, there's really nothing guaranteed in life. Obviously, death and taxes are guaranteed. But so in crypto, you just have to kind of don't let these big numbers of potential increases and gains. I don't want you guys to think, well, I'm going to put the money in here and it doesn't matter because it's all going to go up anyway. No. Remember, 99% of these coins are going to fail. They have no use cases, no working products. You're basically gambling on speculation. So we will see a ton of great returns. You guys are in the group, and that's a huge step. I think some of the coins in your portfolio may not recover 400%. They may not get back to original levels. So, it's possible to book the losses, and you need to switch to high probability coins that have the potential to deliver the percent gains that you need in the short term. Well, what are these coins, Chris? And it really depends. And I posted a lot of coins with pretty good setups and good charts, but these are decisions you'll have to make. But I try to give you guys a ton of ideas. Always be mindful when I'm posting these charts in the announcements. I don't have a license to give financial advice, quote unquote, but you basically have to deduce from the fact that it's being mentioned that it's worth your time to at least look at the coin of the project. You got to remember, there's a lot of YouTubers that don't cover a lot of these coins. These coins that come out of ICO, they have a bunch of money. That's who you're going to see on all these YouTube channels, that are really pushing their coin. They have a lot of marketing as far as the budget goes. So now you want to look at, and I talk about this a lot, you want to look at sometimes the biggest losers, but you want to look at larger cap coins, in my opinion. Now you can go down, you can buy, it's basically like playing the lottery, these small caps. You're going to get more of these small caps failing. But the ones that do succeed are going to pay off tremendously. But I like to stay in the large caps, a little bit safer for me. After every bull run or bear market, we eventually find a bottom, settle down in a range for a while before a reversal and a pullback. Depending on how strong the downside or upside was, the reversal can be anywhere between 20 to 50% of the entire move in a short period of time. So you can make a lot of quick gains off these little scalp trades. Now, if you've lost more than 85%, this article is actually from December, but you can see there's a ton of coins that got killed. And I would go through and pick out, some coins that you think that you like. You like the project. I don't think fundamentals are important as the YouTube community leads on to believe. It's really about how people perceive these projects. If you got the best marketing, because they're really ideas at this point. If you can sell your idea better than the next person, your coin's going to go up in value. And that's just based on speculation. So I like Icon. Why? Because people perceive they have a lot of things going on with Korea. They have, they have a stable coin coming out, which I think is brilliant. They just have a lot of irons in the fire. Now, they haven't been hitting their dates. That's why their price got killed. Obviously they're up higher than here, but I like Icon. I really buy based on these charts right now. I like, Tron's had a good run, but that has a lot to do with the hype. And I'm going to stay in ADA. ADA's down so much they need to get a mainnet out. As soon as they've got a lot of news coming. Nano is fast and it's free. So when you coming into crypto, initially the use cases that work are the coins that are going to outperform things that we have in society today, which is the best use case for cryptocurrency is money transfers, I think. Possibly you could say any type of trustless tracking systems. Walton Chain's an example. VeChain is another one as far as tracking goes. So again, you're looking for these coins with big losses. Waves has obviously been killing it. I think you're not really wanting to pick up these coins that are up a bunch right now. I posted some charts today. Look at those coins, and those are down, like way at the bottom. They just need a little bit of upside out of Bitcoin, and they'll start moving higher. Zilliqa has got a mainnet coming soon. Ontology is going to get a lot of hype. I've seen good things about Dash. They have a ton of money for marketing, and that's why you see them a lot. IOTA, again, there's people perceive IOTA to be a huge coin in Internet of Things. Litecoin, even though a lot of people hate on it, I think it's going to recover pretty decent. XRP, they've got so many irons in the fire. If it works out good for XRP, there's a lot of people that are going to be happy. Monero is a privacy coin. EOS, I'm real big on EOS. I think possibly it could be the next Ethereum if they play their cards right. Again, go with big coins that have lost the most. Those are going to be, then you got to find the charts that look good. Even so, some of these I've been posting lately, they're altcoins. They're smaller altcoins, maybe not the biggest ones. A lot of people haven't heard of them. I don't know if it even matters. If they're on Binance, you're going to get good liquidity out of these coins. You're going to be able to make these trades pretty easy. Really, the goal is to churn your portfolio, position yourself to regain your capital sooner than later. Let's get to that point as fast as possible. You want to wait around and see what this market hands you. It's not going to be good because there's a chance that a lot of these coins are going to go to zero. So you just have to keep that in mind. There's a point where you have to learn. The best traders in crypto and just in general know how to take a loss. And the key is cut your losses soon. And I know this idea of thinking is new to a lot of people. A lot of people come in the group and they've been holding. And I'm not saying you should make these huge changes, but just try it with a small percentage. Everything's going to work better if you do it with a small amount versus paper trading, for example. If you're trading on paper, you really don't get a good understanding of the psychology that goes into these, giant green candles in the market.